Man, not a bad start to the first week of OTC trading for Bed Bath & Beyond stock, guys. Let's do a quick update on where the stock is right now and how it's been doing over the past couple of days after it got delisted from the NASDAQ exchange on May 3rd, and now it's what, May 5th? So, yeah, not that bad of a first week of trading here on the OTC markets. Let's talk. And by the way, if you guys find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull. It's free money, guys. Link down below. We'll talk more on that later, and now, cheers, let's talk. So yeah, pretty good first week, and the day's not over today. Today's actually Friday. It's about, what time is it? 3:45 p.m. So we're not done trading yet, but by the looks of it, we're going to have a very nice green day today as the stock is up almost 13, now actually over 13%, almost 14% on the day. It's actually, fluctuating from up 12, 13%. You guys know how that goes. OTC, things are very, very volatile. So it's doing very well in the midst of an overall green day in the stock market. And mind you guys, the stock market right now is crushing it in general. The Russell's up 2.5%, the Nasdaq's up 2.2%, the S&P's up almost 2% as the Dow Jones is up 1.7%, and we have the VIX completely getting slaughtered, down over 15%. And let me see the metals. Metals are down as well. Gold is down 1.4% as silver's down over 1%. But enough of that. Maybe we'll talk more about that at the end of the video. Let's now focus on Bed Bath & Beyond stock, which is now ticker symbol BBBYQ, because again, they're in the process of Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That's why they added the Q at the end of their ticker, as you guys probably already know at this point. So if I zoom in a little bit, let's break this down a little bit. You guys can see we got on the OTC markets on the 3rd, right? That's when Bed Bath & Beyond got, delisted off the NASDAQ exchange. So we actually got down to 4.5 cents on that day. You guys probably remember that. That was on what, Tuesday? Actually, no, today's Friday. That was on Wednesday. So we got down to 4.5 cents on Wednesday morning, and the stock made a freaking insane move on that day. I'm not sure if you remember, but this thing actually went up over 100% from that low to where it got, at the high on Wednesday. It went from 4.5 cents to, I believe, let me zoom in a little bit here, I think almost 10 cents. Yeah, above 10 cents actually. We got to 10.4 cents pretty much on Bed Bath & Beyond stock that day. That was a move of around 130%. No joke. From 4.5 to almost 10.5 cents, 130% move. Then the next day on Thursday, this was yesterday, guys, we went up all the way to 15.5 cents. You guys can see again from 4.5 to 10, that was around 130% move. Now to 15.5, that was a 250% move off the low from Wednesday morning. And in my opinion, guys, that is peanuts compared to what we could see on Bed Bath & Beyond stock at some point in the future, because you have to realize all those short sellers out there, well, at some point, they still have to cover. And retail pretty much owns all the shares at this point in time. So they're going to have to cover at some point, and with the Fed raising rates, you got to realize that's putting pressure on them to cover because they're paying more and more interest to keep their short positions open. So you have to realize the fact that the Fed raised rates, that's actually good for people out there that want Bed Bath & Beyond stock to squeeze to the motherland, if you will, because again, it's putting pressure on these shorts. And now look at what the stock's doing now. It is now up around 20%. Looks like it's making a pretty sizable move here heading into close, which is a very good sign overall for the bulls, and we'll talk more about that here in a second. Oh my God, now look at it, 22.6%. So we're seeing a nice move here on BBBYQ, and by the looks of it, guys, again, the fact that we broke the 15.5 cents, that was bullish yesterday. We pulled back, and you guys can see where we held, right? We held the 180 SMA here on the 5-day, 5-minute, and you guys will notice, which is so big for the bulls, very, very big for the bulls, BBBY held 10 cents as support not only yesterday, but all day today. Now we're popping off of it, squeezing into close, seeing a nice rip into close. I mean, now it's up 27%. So this thing is really moving right now. So you guys can see on Wednesday, we peaked at around 10.5 cents. But again, yesterday and all day today, we held that old resistance as support, which is why this is very bullish in my opinion. Now, the fact that we're taking the highs out from earlier this morning, that's even more bullish. Now with this big move into close on BBBY, now that it's over 13 cents. Earlier in the day, we were at what? 12.7 cents. So we're starting to break out of that level, and this could probably start testing that 15.5 cent level that we tested yesterday in the middle of the day, actually more towards the morning. But that's the next spot that I'm looking to see if Bed Bath & Beyond can test, because now that we're taking the highs out from this morning, we must take the highs out from yesterday. And if that does happen, pulling the layers back a little bit here on the 20-day chart, now we're talking a move towards the 180 SMA, which could put us anywhere from 18, 19 cents. Then if that were to break right around here, the 180 SMA on the 1-hour chart, if that were to break on the 4-hour chart, if I zoom in a little bit, now we could be making a move towards the highs from the middle of April, being anywhere from 45, 50, 55 cents. You guys probably remember that was the last hurrah, if you will, at least as of now, before this thing went all the way down to 4 cents, and now it's gearing up for another move, in my humble opinion. We shall see. It's up 24% today. On that day, it got to 15.5 cents. Yesterday, it was up over 50% at one point. So this is looking really good now in the OTC markets. And like we covered in recent videos about Bed Bath & Beyond, guys, the fact that now we're in the OTC market, there's way more, volatility. That's number one. There's way less liquidity, which is going to cause moves in either direction. And of course, there's pretty much no regulation. It's kind of like the wild, wild west, and there's no circuit breakers. There's a bunch of things here, about the OTC market, which I think will actually be in favor, in Bed Bath & Beyond's best favor, at least in my opinion. And again, like I said earlier, the shorts are still shorting this thing, and at some point, they have to cover, and retail owns pretty much all the stock. At this point, guys, I'm holding on. I'm not selling. I'm in at 41 cents. You all know that. I don't have a crazy amount of shares, but I do have around, 1,300 shares at 41 cents. Nothing crazy. I might even consider adding a little bit more here in the OTC markets. We shall see. And I think this is due for a big move. I could be wrong. And mind you, this is a speculative bet for me. I'm not, putting a ton of money into this. Sure, a lot of you might have a lot, but I don't have much money in this. A comfortable amount for me that I'm willing to lose. But if it were to play out, it goes up a ton, I'd be very happy with the gains, right? That's kind of where I'm at right now with Bed Bath & Beyond. And now it's up 29, almost 30%. So we started this video, where was it? Up 15, 16%, whatever it was. Now we've doubled that pretty much. We're now up over 30%, and the markets are about to close in 9 minutes. So we'll circle back to this. Let's see what other stocks are moving very quickly, guys. Coinbase, oh man, there's some other stocks making some big moves today. Coinbase is up 17%. They reported earnings yesterday, and now that's really causing the stock to make a big move. And even though it's making this move, it is still in between these moving averages on the 4-hour chart, and technically it is still in a downtrend. If we take a look at this, we're still technically making lower highs, so keep that in mind on Coinbase. And let me actually see what they reported. I forgot to even look at this yesterday. So they did EPS of negative 34 cents, which beat the $1.36 in the red estimate, and they also beat on sales, $772 million versus $649 million. Oh my God, that's a crazy beat there for Coinbase. Kudos to them. I mean, very, very big beat. What the heck were the analysts thinking, guys? Let's see what DraftKings. Oh man, DraftKings is also moving 20 to 25 bucks. Today was at where was it to start the day? Roughly $21. Now it's up 15%. Massive move for DraftKings. And not to toot my own horn, but I called this out a couple of weeks ago when it was trading at about 19 bucks, 20 bucks. Now look at it. It's at 24 bucks. Now, would I chase it here? No, but, back when it was setting up for a breakout, it looked a lot better. Now I would wait and see if it pulls back, if it cools off, and if so, we could maybe get an entry point there on DraftKings. Let me see what they ended up reporting. Let's see here. They did... where is it? Oh, man, I'm not even seeing these earnings. But it looks like, hey, they must have been good. For some reason, they're not listed here on the live news tab. But either way, DraftKings is very hot. Let's see if it could pull back. Maybe we can get a dip buy on it. And the markets in general, guys, like I said, are extremely hot today. The Russell's up, the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, you name it. If you have long-term positions here in the overall indexes, let's just say you're doing very well today, especially if you have some individual stocks as well. Some are up a ton. You're doing even better. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. It is free money. Link down below. Once you guys open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat, and if you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks, totaling 5 stocks, and if you deposit at least $1,000, are you guys ready for this? You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 free stocks, and of course, it's free money. It also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always, and you could also check out my Patreon if you want to be a part of the Discord chat, you want to see my charts and ideas throughout the day, and you want to be a part of the Patreon portfolio, watch me build that. That's on Patreon down below, or you guys can join the YouTube channel membership, whatever your choice is. It's your preference. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.